Well, hello everyone. This is Lynn Wilson with At Home with Lynn Wilson. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my home. Guess what we're doing? We're making dinner. Are you ready to make a good dinner? Did you have a good day today? I just got home from work. Husband and son are hungry. It's, just before dinner, so I need something quick and easy. I have a lot to do tonight, so this dinner plate here needs to be filled with some good food for my men. So how about you? Do you want something that's quick and easy? This is a pork chop Instapot recipe. It has orange marmalade, soy sauce, honey, garlic, butter, and bacon. A little salt and pepper. So let's face it, anything with garlic and anything with bacon, it's a win. It's going to make your house smell great. It's going to be delicious. You can serve this over rice, over pasta. You can actually take the pork chops and just put them on a roll with a little mayonnaise or your favorite sauce or dipping sauce or whatever you like on the roll and serve it as a sandwich. We have leftover rice from last night. I have some leftover broccoli. I think I have some corn in the freezer. We're still cleaning out the freezer and trying to use up some of the bits I have. If you saw my Aldi's haul, I picked up these pork chops so I can make this recipe. I have been just craving to make this. So this is a recipe I have seen done other ways, very similar, but I've added my own little touch to it, which is what I usually do. I never quite follow recipes or directions. So I'm gonna do it my own way. So we're gonna do it in the Instant Pot or the pressure cooker. Mine is an Instant Pot. That is just the brand name. You might have a Go Wise or another pressure cooker. So mine is quite large. I've got the 16, how many cups is this? No, six cups. I don't even know what size this is, to be honest with you, but it's a big one, as you can see. So what we're gonna do first is hit the button on mine for saute. So I'm going to put that on to get the pot warmed up in here. And then we're going to, while that's warming up, I'm going to salt and pepper my pork chops. Now, yes, there is salt already in the soy sauce, but we're only using 1/4 cup. So we're going to season a little bit. Clean hands. That's your cook's best friend. So I've already washed my hands, so I'm good to go. These are thin. You could almost see through them. They're nice and thin. I prefer them that way. I don't like a thick cut. So we are going to cook these for 8 minutes. If you have a thick cut, I would go 10 minutes. I might actually bring it down to 6 or 7 minutes. These are really thin. We'll see when I get done how I'm feeling. So let's line our pork chops up first. Let's do that. And so we can get them all salt and peppered. I'll show you my cutting mat when we're done. I should have shown that to you in the beginning, but I'll show you that in the end and I'll explain why. It might be helpful for you when you want to do something like this. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chops. So if we made 8 sandwiches, that's 8 people. If everybody ate 1 pork chop, that's still 8 people. If everybody got 4 or 2 for 4 people, we've done well. It was $4 and change, so that's a pretty cheap deal. Let me just grab a paper towel, and then let me wipe my hands down. Okay, so got a paper towel because I got all the juice all over my fingers. We're going to use some salt. Get my salt going here, if you can see that, how I'm seasoning that. Okay, lightly season overall, as even as you can. A little pepper. Don't like too much pepper on this one because it's more of a sweeter flavor than a savory, so we're going to do that. Okay, so what we want to do in the pot is we're going to saute 2 strips of bacon, and we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of butter. This is not something like when you bake that you have to be an exact, so I'm going to guesstimate 2 tablespoons of butter in the pot. Then we're going to take 2 strips of bacon, 1, 2, and we're going to use our kitchen utility scissors, snip snip. I love these. can get these off of Amazon. The Dollar Tree has Betty Crocker ones. They're great. And we're just going to actually cut these up into little pieces. And let me go on this side so you can see. And I don't know if you can hear that sizzle yet. It doesn't really matter how big or how small, but however you cut it. I'm cutting it, if you can see, about that wide. I have the 2 strips together. So we're going to cut that up. Somehow this bacon seems to be growing as I'm cutting it. It's getting longer instead of shorter. At least that's how it feels. All right, my dog is going crazy. He is smelling bacon and butter. Who wouldn't go crazy? He's hovering around. If you hear a little pitter patter of feet, that's him. And he thinks this is his dinner, but little does he know it is not. So how was your day today? Did you guys have a good day? Did you work? Did you stay at home? Did you guys have school today? And what did you do? Did you have a good one? Here in New Jersey, I don't even know what the temperature was, but I have to say it probably hit about 57 to 60 is my guess. It was a beautiful spring day. We had rain yesterday. Last night we had a thunder shower. It's crazy. Lightning and thunder. And you know, early part of March is a little nuts, but that's what we had. But today it's beautiful. Okay, let me find my paper towel. Wipe off the hands. Okay, so let's stir this around a little bit. You can see that cooking up. That's going to saute for just a couple minutes. We're not going to get it crispy because as you cook it in the Instant Pot, it's not going to stay crisp. You basically really want this for the flavor. So why don't we let this cook up for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll let you know how it looks. Okay, so as you can see, the bacon is browning up nicely. The butter is nice and brown. So that was just maybe 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to leave that there. I'm actually going to turn the Instant Pot off down here. We take it off a saute. I'm actually going to turn it off so we can just let that sit for a minute. And now we want to flip our pork chops just like this, and salt and pepper the other side. You always want to evenly season your meat, never just on one side. You want to do it on both sides. Gives good flavor, good taste, evenly seasoned across on each piece. So we'll go through that real quick. By the way, this is Himalayan pink sea salt, and I got this at Aldi's. And then I have the peppercorn grinder for pepper. I also got that at Aldi's. You can just use regular. You don't have to. I don't always use this. I usually only use the grinding type when I do meats. So the next thing we're going to do is we want to lightly brown each side of the pork chops just for a minute or two. So I'm going to put these in and let them brown up. So we'll put these in for a moment. Let me get these 4 done first. I'll come back and show you once we flip them, and then we'll put the other ones in. Okay, so it's only, a quick little brown, as you can see. That's a little pink on that side, but that's okay. You just want to sear in basically the flavors of the pork chops. You do not have to brown them, but I think it's a better thing just to get the flavor. So let me put that back on saute. It's starting to lose its heat a little bit. Let's just that brown up. Again, these are thin. Let me just flip that just to get those corners real quick. These are very thin, so they're browning up very quickly. Okay, so let me just move these to the side, and I'm going to put these on the plate so that we can brown the other ones up, and then we'll put them back in the Instant Pot momentarily. Okay, so that's those there. Let's get the other ones in here now. 1, 2, okay, number 3, number 4. Okay, so while they're browning up, let me just show you my mat very quickly here. This is just one of these plastic cutting mats. I love them. They're easy to they're easy to wash. But I did note on here, if you can see, meat only. I used a Sharpie in the corners because you really shouldn't mix your veggies and your meats or your fruits together, or your breads, on one cooking mat. So I like to just note that with a Sharpie. It will not come off when I wash it. I can wash it. I have a little clip. I hang them up inside my cabinet. And then when I go to grab a mat, or my husband does, we look for the one that says meat, and we know we're in good shape. So just a little tip, that's all. All right, so let's flip these. Let's see. Keep flipping these around. The sides are not getting quite brown, so let's flip them. And we'll flip them back and forth for a minute, so hang in there with me as we do this. If you're following along, you might want to gather up all your ingredients. Pause the video, gather up your ingredients, and you can actually cook along with me if that's helpful. Sometimes you're new at either Instant Pot cooking, or just new at cooking, or so it's sometimes I've done that myself, where let me pause the video, start it again, and do it along with the person, so you feel like you are probably going to be somewhat successful that way. Okay, so now these are good. So now I'm going to take my other 4 and just layer them on top. Stretch these out. So let's turn this off and layer these pork chops. Get the extra juice and the extra bacon bits back in the pot. So let me explain a couple of things. So we've turned the Instant Pot off, and now we're going to add some of our ingredients. So we want to add some garlic. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. You know what, I might even use 2.5 to 3, because I have 8 pork chops in here. So I do not like cutting garlic. I am not good at chop, 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 chop. So I buy the garlic I prefer the squeeze or in the jar, and it's already done. I don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna do 1, we're gonna do 2, let's go for 3. We're all gonna stink together tonight. So, okay, so we put in our garlic. That is good. Again, the pot is off right now. So that's number 1. Then we want to add I'm going to add orange marmalade. All right, this is from Kitchen Kettle. That's a place out in Pennsylvania in the Amish country area that make their own jams and jellies. And we try and stock up on their goodness when we're out there. So I'm going to take 1 and like a half little scoops of that extra in there. Then we want to take some honey. So here's a trick. If you take your Crisco spray or any kind of can spray the inside of your measuring cup, whether you use the glass one or whatever. When you pour honey in it, it'll come out a whole lot easier. So usually the honey sticks. So this will make it easier. Let's just scrape out the rest of all that goodness. All right, scrape that out. Yum, yum. All right, then the other thing is I didn't have soy sauce. I forgot to buy it. So we're gathering up our bits. We love Chinese food takeout. So the other thing is we need a soy sauce, and I forgot to buy it, but we're gathering up our bits, whatever's in the pantry, whatever is in your freezer, and using leftovers. We do a lot of Chinese takeout. I had the packets. So in case you do have packets that you either want to use up, or that's the only soy you have like me, you can take the soy sauce from this. 6 packets equal 1/4 cup. So you can make a note of that. So we're going to pour in our soy over the top and get that in there. So now that is our liquid. If you cook in the Instant Pot, they tell you should always have at least 1/2 cup of liquid. So that's what we have. So we have garlic, we have marmalade, we have honey, we have soy, we have the bacon, we have the pork chops. I'm just doing a checklist in my head. I think we're good to go. So now I'm going to put the lid on. Let's get that on nice. Turn the lid in the right position. We are going to hit manual, And we are going to, let's see, I think I'm going to go up to, I'm trying to think, 6 or 7 minutes. What do you guys think? Thick pork chops are 10. These are really thin. I think I'll go 7. Sound good? 7, they say, is the perfect number. So let's do that. We're going to let that come up to pressure. We're good to go. Everything is where it should be. There we go. So I'll bring you back when we're ready to vent this, and I'll open the lid and let you know what it looks like. So welcome back. It started to beep. I'm here. I have a kitchen towel kind of thing on top, doing a quick release, but you know how the steam gets and it spits, so I put that on top to keep that down to a bare minimum. So while that is doing a quick release, it was great. I was able to clean up the table, reorganize, went down and in my living room, sat down, and I was watching Jamarelle Stewart, and she's in the middle of moving and she's having all kind of snafus going on, so it was a quick 2-minute watch of that, but it was great. So this is just about done. We'll let that go for another minute. So we decided, we took a vote. Everybody decided, if you watched my Aldi's haul from yesterday, I got these brioche rolls or buns, $1 off the package because they're a little flat. And I think, isn't that the rule? If a cookie breaks on the floor, there's no calories. And if the rolls get squished, there's no calories. So we're going to claim that. You with me on that? So what we decided, we kind of felt like a pork sandwich. So we're going to put it on here with maybe a little mayonnaise. My husband and I have some mini cucumbers, so we're going to slice those up. Got some nice tomatoes, some butter, lettuce, so we're going to have that. And I have some Olive Garden Italian dressing, ooh, like they have in the restaurant. So we're going to enjoy that. I have some leftover rice from last night. My son will have, and we have some leftover broccoli. I think I might even have some corn, so we'll see. But that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's take this off. Let's turn this, lift it away from you. See that? You don't want that steam in your face. All right, lift it up. Let's get it out of the way. Let's get our spoon and, ooh, baby, what do you think? Can you guys smell it? Give me a thumbs up if you can smell this through your TV. Oh my goodness. Look, 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 look at all that good sauce. Yum-o, yum-o, yum-o. Okay, so let me take these out. Put these on a plate. Let you see what it looks like. Oh, so good. Just put another one here. Just picture that with a delicious side salad, the little bacon, you see the garlic, the honey, and the soy has all infused into this pork chop. We are good to go. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming over. I really hope you guys had a great day. I hope this was a quick and easy dinner. We made this, including video time, in about 10 minutes. So if you take out the video time, you guys are good. Fast, easy, quick. Again, use leftovers, use whatever bits you have in your refrigerator, and you'll have a great dinner. Catch you on the next video.